I'm back, baby. I'm back. Hey, yeah, this Big A. Shit. We back at it. Hey, we're going to talk to you today, people. Young people, inexperienced people, people in need, people wanting a good mate. We still talking about that subject. And today we're going to, cover some more about what you need to do to prepare yourself about what's going on. One of the common mistakes I see going on today is this forever dating. I see some of you young folks, y'all be dating for 26 years. I meet some people, how long y'all been together? We've been married for 2 years, but we were dating for 30 years prior to that. The thing is, our parents had a lot of good sayings, you know what I mean? And I know it sounds like it's some old shit, but one of our sayings used to be, the guy, why buy the cow if you can get the milk for free? Ladies, yeah, I need to think about that shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you know immediately when you meet a man, and this man is so endearing to you, he adores you. You know this man wants you and he gonna marry you. And you have that feeling of comfort. So you know we're gonna move in a little while together, but I know this is my mate for life. There are a lot of species, a lot of different animals that know that when they come together, they mate for life. And I know that we still have some of those instincts, ladies, but don't fool yourself. You also should know immediately when this guy is not the right one. I can tell you this, guys know almost immediately. Guys know almost immediately, and sure, there's always an exception to the rule. There's always some guys that even though they feel it in their heart, this is the right woman for me. This is the woman I want to be with. Because of what have happened in their past, we sometimes will let our past affect our future too, just like you ladies do. I know men are supposed to be hard, but we're not always that hard. Sometimes, our emotions get in the way. And we let past experiences affect us too. Let me get a little drink here. I'm thirsty right now. But going back to that, it shouldn't take you. I got a 2-year rule that, if you've been dating more than 2 years, you wasting your time. And sure, if you're younger you are, the more time you got to waste. Heck, if you're 17, 16 years old, or 15 years old, you can date all through high school. You got a lot of life to live. You graduate from high school, you can date for 2-3 more years. You got a lot of life to live. But once you start, accomplishing some things, you done finish high school, you done finish college, you done started on your career. By then, you have a good idea of what kind of path you're going in. By then, you may not know exactly what you want, but you should have a great idea of what you don't want. And so it shouldn't take you that long. Once you become 30, you sure don't want to be dating. When you get close to 30, you don't want to be dating for no 2 years. You'll find that people that's in their 40s and 50s, they tend to, figure it out a lot quicker. They're not going to date for a year hardly a lot of times. They start getting above 50, they may not date but for a couple of months. By then, you have a good idea. Men know. Personally, I think I knew when I met that woman, I had a good idea whether or not I wanted to be with that woman. Whether I wanted to make a life decision, well, this is going to be a life partner for me. So what I'm saying is, you shouldn't have to waste a lot of time. One of the problems is, though, fellas, let's talk to you first. I mean, it's the same thing for the men and the women, but we're going to get on the fellas first. A mate is the same thing almost as raising a child. Same thing as almost being a supervisor over people in a department or a division. People will judge you more on what they see rather than what you say. Anything can come out of your mouth. You can talk a good game. I know men that are extremely charming. I know men that have dated my own sisters, relatives, daughters, kin, and they can be extremely charming. Hell, you're meeting their representative when you come through the door. You're not meeting them who they really are. You're meeting their representative. So yeah, they can be extremely charming. They can get up and go to church with you on Sundays, girl. But the thing is, if it's a facade, they can't keep it up. Men or women. That's the problem with facades. That's the problem with trying to fake it. That's the problem with introducing somebody to your representative, is you're not going to be able to keep it up. So you might as well be who you are. You might as well keep it real. Because you're not going to be able to keep that shit up. If you're faking it, if you're lying, there's no way you're going to be able to keep that game up. So you might as well try to be yourself. Now here's the thing though. If yourself is not that good, if you got some problems, just stop right there. Just don't even try to talk to this woman. Don't do it. Get your act together. That's why we've been talking about this from the beginning. The whole point of this was, you want to meet a good woman? Become a good man. And then a good woman will come to you. Okay? Become a good man. If you're a Christian, God will send you a good woman. If that's your faith. If you have no faith, and then you think it's the cosmos, well then the cosmos will send you a good mate, okay? Just like a magnet, you will attract the other side of yourself. You will become complete, because you're just half right now. You will become complete. The other half will come to you, just like half of a magnet, okay? Just like the positive and the negative, the yin and the yang, okay? You will achieve chi, okay? But you got to first become the best person you can become. And you got to stop faking it. Fellas, you may get that girl because you're charming. You may get her because you got a little money. You know how to wine and dine, okay? But that ain't going to hold. I mean, unless you're buying your way through it, unless you're paying for it. Some guys say, some guys make fun of other guys because they say, hey, he putting a good down payment on it. Because he buying you clothes and he taking you shopping and he paying your car note and he paying your phone bill. Hey, who am I to stop you from, getting your swerve on if that's your thing? If your thing is getting your bills paid, then do your thing. But fellas, you're going to have to keep that up. You're going to have to keep it up. And the girl's looking for somebody that's hardworking, not somebody that's lazy. She come to your house, she look at your car, it's always filthy. She come to your house, it's always dirty. Your breath is always funky. I'm sorry, but there are men like this. I've been around too many of them. Okay? If you're a smoker, you got to pay extra attention to your breath if you're a smoker. If you're a smoker, you better keep a 6-pack of gum in your pocket and then another 6-pack of mints in your other pocket. I'm telling you from experience. I was a smoker for years. But it didn't take but one time for a young lady to tell me my breath was funky. And, smoking has a lot to do with it. Drinking has a lot. Oh, my goodness, drinking has a lot to do with it. You're a heavy smoker and a heavy drinker. My goodness. Just carry a toothbrush and some mouthwash. But my point here is, it's your example. Become a better you. Guys, you want to impress your woman? Learn how to do a little cooking. Learn how to keep your place clean. Learn how to save a little money so you're not always broke. Ain't no woman want to be around a guy that's always broke. Now, let's go over here to the women. Some of this same stuff apply to you ladies, okay? No guy want to come over your house. I'm going to tell you, it's extra, it's ridiculous when a guy will really hold your feet to the fire if you're a woman and you can't keep a clean place, okay? It's impressive when a woman see a guy's place clean. But when a guy come to your place and he see that you're just nasty. Okay, there's always clothes all over the place. You just can't never get it together. I don't know how a guy can be with a woman like that. And women, you got to see it for what it is. Okay, yes, he will sleep with you. I'm sorry, I won't. I wouldn't. I've always been picky. And there's a lot of picky guys out there. Okay. So not everybody will do it, but there's some guys out there that will sleep with anything that is breathing. But as far as being with you, you got to lead by example. If you can't keep a clean house, to be honest with you, a man is not going to commit. Sure, he'll come over and make a booty call. He'll come over and sleep with you. But committing, he has to be, really weak to want to commit. Okay, you got to be the best thing he ever had. He must feel like he can't never do no better. Okay, because personally, I'd rather be with somebody that can keep a clean house and do some of the things that I think naturally should come natural to a woman, caregiver. I'd rather be with a woman like that. A woman that can take care of her finances. That's part of keeping it, to me, that's part of your house. Get your house in order. If you always got finance, I've been with some wonderful women, when I was in the dating scene. But they had financial problems, and I was not willing to absorb their financial problems. They may not have known that, but that was part of the deal. I've been with some women that I thought they were gorgeous. And I thought, we could really make a go of this. But I saw their spending habits. And I was like, no way. Okay, I don't need that in my life. I don't need somebody to help me to spend every dime I make. To me, it's part of your attractiveness if you're a little bit frugal. If I look at you and you know how to manage your budget, that's attractive to me. That earns some points. If I look at you and you know how to work your job, and you don't have to be a genius, okay? Don't get me wrong, education don't help. It don't hurt. Excuse me, I said it don't help. It does help. It's nice to be with a woman that's got an education. But if you don't have an education, it's nice to be with a woman who has a career, period. A woman who's working towards something, okay? It is very nice to be with somebody like that. And she gets extra points from me. Don't get me wrong, that don't make you a 10, but that is attractive. But keeping a good house, that means everything. And having your own mind, okay, being able to think for yourself, not let daddy and mommy think for you. Of course, you got to when you're a kid, but when you're a grown woman and you can't think for yourself, you need your daddy or your mommy to make your decisions. Okay, that's weak too. When you're a grown woman and you allow your friends to use you, that's weak too. Sorry, I don't want to be around a weak woman. Most men don't. Most men want a woman that's strong, a woman that's independent, a woman that knows how to take care of her household and take care of herself and take care of her family, a woman that is loyal, a woman that is trustworthy, a woman that is hardworking. All of these are traits that men look for. You want a man to commit? Get your house in order. Clean your shit up, okay? Get them bills paid off. Remember, honey, you ain't got to sleep with them to impress them. I know this is, you're going to say this 2018 and beyond, things are different. Hey, people are different. The game remains the same, okay? The game remains exactly the same. Sure, men don't want to date you for a year, without trying on the shoes. I know it's like that. I ain't no fool. I ain't no old fool at that. However, don't you be no fool either. And men, same thing. Don't sleep with anybody for any reason. Come on. Sex is good. Romance is good. Finance is even better. Get your act together, people. Men, women. And then when you get the right person, you're going to be able to keep the right person. But you got to get out there and date. Okay, don't get me wrong. Get out there and date. Meet somebody. Learn how to date somebody. Get off your tail and get out there and do your thing. This is Big A. I'll be coming back at you later with some more good information. But for the time being, keep that heart open and believe that there's somebody out there for you.